Okay, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cooking a few chickens on the Weber grill. So, I bought these ones from the local Lulu market. Seem to be pretty good. A grade, look to be about 1 kg. So we'll get these cooking on the Weber very soon. So here we are at the cooking station. This is the new Blackstone flat plate I just recently bought. That's a ripper. Look at that. All hard plate. Had a cook on it last night. Just got to clean it up this morning. And round the corner here. Here we go. So we've got the small Weber there for small cooks. Normally use that for vegetables or whatever. And we've got the big one, 58 centimetre. She's been going for a while, as you can see. A little bit old looking on the lid, but that's okay. So we'll give that grill a bit of a clean up with the wire brush here that we've got. Wire brush there. Get rid of all of that ash and we'll be good to go. Okay, just going to get rid of some of that ash at the bottom there. The way you do that is you've got these two levers here. One's for the ash catch bin, the other one actually moves the vent underneath, which will control your heat as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll start moving that to get some of that ash down into that ash pot. Alright, now that we've got most of that ash down into the ash pot, these vents here need to be about 1/3 open. That's about perfect right there to have a nice steady flow coming through the Weber when you're cooking your meat. Next thing we'll do is we'll load up a chimney with coal, light her up, let it heat up. Now we can get cooking. So here we are. Here's the coal that I use. It's bloody brilliant, this stuff. As you can see there, we live in Bahrain. It's about 9 BD. Bayou Classic, high density lump coal. I like the lump coal because it doesn't give so much of a smoky flavour off of it. It burns a lot hotter too. Burns a lot cleaner. So yeah, this is the coal that I use. Been using it for a while now. It's good stuff. Alrighty, so what we'll do now is we'll load up this chimney with some lump coal first. Get that in there. Ready to start lighting it up. See, there's some quite decent sized lumps of charcoal in this high density lump charcoal that I get. Get that all set up nicely. Now the next thing I do is I'll go ahead and I'll put this Samba fire loaders underneath. I only use 2 just to get it started. It seems to work quite well. They don't give too much of a fuel smell through the charcoal and then subsequently through the food. So just lay these down the bottom here. Beautiful. Then we'll light her up. So you can see there that we're all lit up now. So I'll just put the chimney on that one. And off we go. So that will take about 5 minutes, I reckon, to heat up correctly. So okay, so to prepare the chickens, pretty easy. So all you do is obviously you remove it out of the bag. Put that one out of the bag. What I like to do is just give it a bit of a wash. Give it a wash around the place. Make sure it's nice and clean. Inside the cavity there. Clean. Coming out the other side. There we go. Clean that up. Give this one clean as well. Same thing. A little bit of a rinse. They're clean. So the next thing we do, what I do, is in each one I'll just put an onion inside. What this does is it gives it a little bit of flavour. And at the end you can actually eat the onion too, to be honest with you. It's quite nice. So we'll peel a few of these onions. I prefer the purple ones. I think they're much nicer. So get the other one peeled. There we go. So if you cut these fellas in half, right, a lot easier to get into the chicken as opposed to whole. So we'll get that one in there, jam one half in, jam the other half in. And there we are. Same with the other one. One half in there. Sometimes you can only get one half in there. Well, that's okay. There we go. 2 chickens, almost ready to go. The last thing we need to do is get some oil onto it. So the next thing I like to do is get these chickens out. A little bit of salt. We use pink Himalayan salt. It's pretty good. Get the other one done. This is easy. I don't generally use pepper because it plays up with my my heartburn, so yeah, we don't go through that. A little bit of olive oil. Rub that all over. That'll give it some crispiness on the Weber. All around. Same thing on the other side. A little bit of oil. Rub that one around, and that one's ready. Beautiful. Beautiful. Well, that's the olive oil that we use, RS. Good value, tastes beautiful. It's even good just to drizzle over salad on its own. Very good. Alright, so that one's done. So let's go and check on the coals and see if they're hot enough or not. So we've had this going for about 5 minutes now, or thereabouts. As you see, it's smoking away nicely. I can't quite see any white coal at the moment. There's still a few flames coming out of there. So we'll probably give that another, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 minutes or something like that, and should be ready to tip into the Weber. Now, just on a note, when we're mucking around with hot coal, which is very, very high in temperature, I always use leather gloves. So in particular, I use the Weber ones. They were the ones that were available at the time. You can see they've had a bit of a workout, but I tell you what, they are absolutely brilliant. See, they're very, very thick leather there in the fingers and the thumb and the palm. Can't rate them highly enough. So if you're looking for a pair of leather gloves, I reckon these Weber ones are the way to go. A little bit expensive, but worthwhile. As you can see, I've been using them for quite a while, so they'll last you a long time anyways. So I think they're worth the money. Alright, back to the Weber. So here's another little thing that I do. I saw it on a YouTube channel some time ago. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. So yeah, what I do is I put a little aluminium tray in there, and I fill it with about 1 centimetre of water. And in that water there, you can actually put some chips in there if you like, some wood chips, or you can fill it with apple cider vinegar, or half water, half apple cider vinegar, whatever you want really at the end of the day, and you will get a light flavour through the food that you're cooking in the Weber at the end of the day. So, but for me, I mainly use it just for moisture control, because if you don't have that in there, then what tends to happen is that your meat goes quite dry. So it's always good to have that in there. And what it actually does too is it catches most of the fat, which then makes it a lot easier to clean the Weber at the end of the day, because it won't be caked in fat down the bottom near the vents. So what we'll do is see that's heating up nicely. What we'll do is we'll give it a bit of a shake up. See some flames coming out there. Give it a shake up. We'll stir it up a little bit and get it heating up a little bit quicker. So you can see that's done a nice job there. As you can see, always wearing the glove when I'm messing around with anything hot. Brilliant glove. So as you can see, that's dropped a fair bit there. You can see that it's quite white down in there, a few bits and pieces. So I reckon that's ready to throw into the coal baskets in the Weber. Right. So what I like to do is chuck a few of them ones that aren't quite heated up yet into one side, like that, and a few in the other side. Then you can start getting that hot coal out on top of it. So see that hot coal, it'll heat up the coal underneath. Get this last little bit out here. Good stuff. Alright. So what we'll do is just adjust the coals a little bit with the tongs. Take a few in here. That's good. Probably not quite even. Get this big fella over there. Even that up. You want to make sure that it's a good, even cooking. Alrighty. Now next we'll chuck the grill on. Alright, that's her. Lid's on. So we'll wait for that fellow to get up to around about 180 to 200 should be good. With the vents there, I like to have them about 1/3 open for chickens. So yeah, just a nice slow cook. The chickens will probably take, I reckon, about 2 hours in there to cook, something like that. Alrighty, we'll see when the chickens are ready to go on. Alrighty, so we just got a little sneaky cook going on here whilst we're waiting for that Weber to cook up the chickens. So, nice batch of bacon there, middle cut rasher bacon. Beautiful cut. Let's see how our bacon is going. It's been in there now for about 7 or 8 minutes. Something like that. Yeah. I reckon that's looking pretty good now. Yeah, I'm going to take that out, get it on some paper towel to soak up the oil. I think that'll be good to go for breakfast. Woohoo! Thank God for weekends. Okay, it's been sitting there for about 45 minutes. Temperature's still sitting on 200, so still the coals are cooking away very well. Let's see how they look. Remember your gloves. Yeah, not bad actually. Starting to get a little bit golden on top. It's nice. So I think we're about halfway through the cook now. So we're going to actually turn that around and we'll start cooking on the other side. So as you can see on the other side there, on the breast side, it's not quite as crispy as the top, but we want that breast on the top at the end of the cook so that it's cooking nicely. We get that that breast skin nice and crispy. That's what we want. So I reckon we'll leave these fellas in for fellas, could be females, could be anything really. We'll leave them on here for another 45 minutes and come back and check on them, check the temperature on them, and see if they're ready to go or not. So we'll see you then. Alright, so it's been 45 minutes now, so we're going to go out and we're going to go and check the chickens on the Weber. And this is the little temperature gauge that I use. Cost me nearly next to nothing. I think it was 1.5 BD, bar any Dina. So yeah, it's pretty handy. It shows you all the temperatures of where everything's meant to be. So according to this, if we spike into the breast, into the deepest part of the breast, we should be sitting about 90 degrees for the chicken to be ready. So let's go and check it out. Alright, here we are. Let's check these chickens. Been on for 45 on the other side, so ooh, yeah, they're looking good. They're looking bloody good. Look at that. Beautiful. And the temperature was still sitting at 200. Alright, let's get the thermometer in. So we normally chuck it in around the breast area somewhere. Just get it in kind of halfway through the breast. Let's see what that one does. Tell you what, we're getting pretty close, I reckon. We're at about 85 degrees now. I think they're ready to pull off. Brilliant. So there you go. It's been about an hour and a half of cooking. 45 on one side and 45 on the other. We're good to go for chicken lunch. Alrighty. Here we have it. Finished product. Nice, juicy, crispy chickens. Have a look at that. cooked perfectly. Beautiful. Beautifully cooked. Nice and crispy. Can't beat a Weber cook. Okay, that's the end of my show. For the Weber, we'll catch you later on. Have a good weekend.